Hello everyone, and welcome back to Neopets, the Darkest Faerie. And welcome to the purple haze that we're going to be dealing with for a majority of this video. Kind of see the buckkeep in the distance though, but without using Tor's silhouette, we're unfortunately not able to see it from far away. At least this far away. I kind of think what the real purpose of the purple haze is, because I feel that it's a lot thicker than it really should be. Like, maybe there's some technical purpose to it, but I'm not sure what it could be. Because everything is drawn in. I don't want to fall into the ocean. Because everything's drawn in, and you can see everything. So it's not a draw distance issue. Maybe this amount of haze just allows for this section of the game to run better? I'm not entirely sure. So, well, it looks like you climbed up the ladder all right, Termac. I want to keep him around for as long as I can. That'll be a challenge for me. But we need to get through this door, which is a little bit broken, in order to get into the main grounds. So, instead of going around the door like we did in Market Town, let's just go up and over it, and use the vines on either side. Super helpful anyways. This is a running trend when it comes to Market Town stuff. If you can't do it the obvious way, go up and over it or around it. This is also one of the last places we're really going to be seeing the Dark Knights, because once we deal with the Black Knight, they're kind of gone. So hopefully your luck keeps going in order to get huge chunks of Neopoints at least. That's a good amount that I've been able to get back at this point. Now, when it comes to the grounds themselves, you're pretty much looking around in order to see what could be the most direct route about getting to the actual keep, because that's our goal here, to take down the Black Knight. And he's holed himself up in the main part. But the level design is pretty much designed in a way that it's not going to be the most direct route, because as you saw with even getting through the door, we had to go up and over it. So, most likely there's not going to be a door that's going to help us all too much. Or a door is going to be locked. Even in this case, when it comes to using the vine strategy of getting over the first door, you can't really do a whole lot more after that because, well, other vines you see on the walls, they're covered by thicker branches, so that area is kind of not all that helpful. The only other interesting area to note inside of the main grounds is this chapel area here. All decrepit and ruined and broken. It's kind of cool, but there's not much to it. Not much purpose other than for aesthetic purposes. So, the main area of the grounds is really just used for aesthetic purposes and as a red herring. So if you go to the right of the save point, you'll notice that, well, there's an entrance here, and it allows us to go over the walls. So instead of using the main area of the map, we're going to be using the outside borders of the map. And we're going to take use of this pole, chop it down, or I think our one unique purpose for that pole to come down, in order to get through and into new sections of the grounds. It does take us a little bit because we have to do this wall business. As I'm always checking on my Termac's health. Feeding it red juppies is really not the best way of just making sure that your Termac is well fed, because you can feed him anything, even all the way up to silvern eggs, and I've tried that before. He lasts a lot longer. It's up to a few minutes before I even see his health start to deplete, and even then it depletes incredibly slowly. Silvern eggs are really cheap too, so you might want to just stock up and use them as pet food instead of for yourself. It's not like the difficulty should be too bad. Can I? Yeah, I want to feed you. That's okay. Except this ladder is not good for jumping because of this angle. Okay, let's go up. There are a lot of small little areas that you're able to access through the outside walls. Thank you, camera angle. Come on. But luckily there are, thankfully, ladders in order to get back to immediately where you were. So through this roundabout area, we're able to get into what I could assume is the jail area of the keep. At first I thought this was a barracks area, and if that was the case, this is a very rundown barracks area and is not good for soldier morale. Get back here, you coward. Here we go. If you look hard enough, though, you're able to see that there is a lever here in order to make a fast travel, or shortcut. So that you don't have to go through that section of the wall anymore, you can just go through the doors. Now there are 2 chests that count to the total for the Black Keep grounds. There are more than 2 chests, though, so just keep it... Whoa, that's a lot of money that came out of that magician. So just keep track of what chests actually count towards it. We'll see where a lot of the chests in this area actually go towards a little bit later. Because they're not just blank chests that go nowhere. This music should make me feel that there should be an enemy around, but I'm not seeing any. Except for in there. Okay. Oh, okay, now they've all decided to play. Alright, let's do this. Back into the corner. If I'm not hitting the enemies, I'm going to be hitting the walls or the ladder, which is going to make me bounce back, which I don't want to do. There we go. Okay. Let's get out of there and get situated and hopefully feed my pet before it goes away. Nope, not successful there. Even though he is still on screen, the Termac, you can't feed him in order to get him back in the position that you left him in. Because with a simple turn of the camera, he will be just instantly gone. Poof, he's gone. We'll have to go back to Market Town in order to get another one. This is the only place that we really know of at this point. Now well, go it on alone. At least now we're into the... I hate to say that, like, the second half of the grounds, but it kind of is. Because once you get into the keep, it's not that much bigger. It's fairly linear. I really wish these warriors would be less guardy. I don't want to go down... Yeah, I don't want to go down there. That means I'll just have to reset and do everything over again. Let's jump into the big area with all the Dark Knights. Because there's plenty of areas that we're able to do that with. Okay. Want to get rid of these guys. Usually don't go down here a whole lot. I usually just beeline it to the keep. Because the way that we're going to go is still up on the walls. But if we go on down into this big area over here, that is way bigger than it has any right to be. Literally, there's not much reason for this to ever happen. Because what, there's this one treasure chest, there's like a moat, but there is another thing that raises some eyebrows, which is really why we're down here. This chest, though, is one of them that actually goes to the Black Keep total. The other one, though, is going to be a little bit later. No, sir. I find a few places say that this area is really just for the purpose of draining all of your life motes. And It's kind of true. Except I find that the rewards for it well make up for me actually using my light motes a whole lot. Oh, there's another knight around. Come on, where are you people? Okay, there really isn't. But there's also a door right over here, and you would think that this actually goes into the keep because we're right underneath it. It doesn't. We'll see where it goes a little bit later on. For now, though, we're going to continue on to our scaling the walls journey, but going along this balancing beam, which is really easy to just jump across. The smallest ladder in existence, and then we're able to go into the final stretch. Unfortunately, though, the map after this point is kind of pointless, because we're just going to be making a vertical ascent into the Black Keep there. Kind of see it? Yeah, it's okay if you don't. Apparently the game just does not want you to see how much work it was in order to model this place. Now let's actually go about brightening this place. I'll make a note to myself. Because this area is dark, and the reason for that is honestly it's just because of the literally Black Keep mixed with the purple that is around everywhere. Black and purple, they might go well together in a lot of cases in order to look dark and fashionable, but they certainly don't look great when you're trying to see stuff. This place is arguably one of the darkest areas in the game when it comes to actually moving around and figuring out where you need to go and where you can actually stand sometimes. That is a great treasure. Thank you. All right. So majority of the Black Keep, once you're actually making your vertical ascent on it, is just by going around layers of it. There's not a lot of layers to it, but they pretty much run the same kind of way. And then you go up some stairs, and then you're able to go up into the next level, and so on and so forth, until you reach the boss. They do make it pretty simple level design. Just like this there's this lone box just sitting here, and you have the option of pushing and pulling in order to get over to the opening above, but with the right amount of jumping and the right angle, you can just get over there, no problem. Well, at least I know where to go now, so thanks for that. Every time you enter and exit and re-enter the Black Keep grounds and you get to this point, you will be seeing that camera angle when you reach that opening right up there. This is also a layer where you get to a balancing area, and if you fall off, you actually fall to the layer below. But it goes about the same way that if you were falling, say, into water or into a pit, and it reset you, it gives that feeling. And when I get that feeling, I also feel like it's going to give me a game over at the same time, so I'm always a little wary. But don't worry, it won't. This is a safe place in order to fall off from. That's the way to go. But there's a knight here. Give me some goodies, please. Nope, that doesn't help. Alright. And one more set of stairs. And then we're into Stained glass. Gives it a slightly a little bit more light. Except more minions. The warriors are just really persistent and annoying, and I really don't like fighting them. And once they're all clear, we can actually go up these steps. Sun mode is always helpful, because we're going to be using them for the next boss, because obviously he's going to be darkness based. Because here we are. Made it to the door, so let's get outfitted. Darkness on my armor and shields. Light on my sword. Let's go. Is it just me, or does that cutscene feel a little bit rushed? Especially when it comes to Tor switching armors in one of those shots. So anyway, let's fight the Black Knight, who is, can be a little bit of an annoying fight to begin with if you are not really paying attention to what is actually going on with the fight. He's very context-based. So he will try to engage with you. He is invincible in his armor, so you're looking for weak points. And there's a couple ways of doing that. One of them is by making him constantly miss you or blocking his attacks. He will get more frustrated. And he could do one of two things. He can either hit his sword into the ground and get stuck that way. He can, depending on where he is on the field, if he's underneath the chandelier, he can get it caught in the chandelier so you can hit him there. Or he can do a hard thrusting attack at you, and then get really tired or fall down, and then you can hit him that way as well. Pretty much what you're really looking for is just purple bits inside of him, because, well, the Black Knight isn't really actually a person. He's just kind of concentrated evil, I guess. I find that Roberta is really the best for this kind of fight, because it's really easy to dodge his attacks, short range, and block him as well, which just gets him more and more angry in order for him to make mistakes. I use Roberta just because her accuracy with her magic is a lot better than Tor's sword. There's also only so many times you can actually hit him in specific places, like his armpits, or his back, or, say, his knees, also. Until they just become black and you'll have to find another place. So there was his thrust attack, and now we're able to hit him in his knees. Just peck him down. It does a lot of damage, if you're able to get him there. I think the last place I really need to get him is his back. I just don't like his long-range attack. Oh, now he's tired. Alright, so now we can get him in the back. Oh, yes, please let me finish him by meleeing with Roberta. That'd be awesome. And there we go. We're done. We're just spat out by that door that we're not sure where it goes. So we can head back to the Traders Guild if we really want to, but if you wanted to do a second trip up to the keep, you just simply get the message outside the door that you have no reason to be there. So that's kind of a shame that that one room, that even though it's so big that you're able to go around it, is a one-time thing. So let's head back to the Traders Guild. Since everything is nice and restored and back to normal. Hey! The game zooms in and automatically walks you up to them, and then expects you to actually hit the talk button. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk to the rest of the guild members before talking to the leader. Called Player Agency Game. You can't tell me what to do. Thank you for wording it like that. But they were filled with money, too. And I want more of that money.
Oh.
Alright. Okay, Mr. Guildmaster. Oh, sweet. Now we're members of the Traders Guild. Great. Not why we're here, though. You made a really silly-looking deal. Such as our face mentions.
Oh.
I guess I could have got to zoom in on the Guildmaster, but... oh well. We kind of know what inside of heads look like at this point. He's actually going to hold up to his side of the deal. So, yeah, we get the Guildmaster's treasure, or the Market Town treasure. We also get the ability to take assignments, if we so wish. So side quests have opened up. Ooh, here we go. Because now that we have the priceless treasure from the Market Town Trade Guild, we can actually head back to Meridell and get on with the game. But of course we're not going to do that just yet. We still have side quests to do. We have Market Town completely open to us now, and it's all bright and cheery and not corrupted anymore. So next time, we're going to do some side quests. A lot of side quests. See you next time, everyone.